Christmas, Scrooge. Do you want to come to the Christmas party at my house?" said Jacob Marley to his partner Scrooge. "I told you before, Marley, I hate Christmas," Scrooge replied without looking up from his paperwork. Marley sighed. Scrooge used to be a cheerful and generous man who loved Christmas. Unfortunately, Scrooge's sister died in a car accident on last Christmas Eve. Since then, Scrooge had never celebrated Christmas or even smiled. "Go home and enjoy your party. Leave me alone. I'll walk home later." Marley did as he was told. No one dared to object Scrooge. The old man switched off the light and put out the fire at the fireplace. He then walked home alone as usual. On his way home, he saw children singing carols, people laughing and saying "Merry Christmas" to each other, and Christmas trees everywhere. He passed the bakery and groaned. He never understood why Mr. Roderick, the shop owner, had to play the same Christmas song every year. After reaching home, he lit a candle and changed into his pajamas. Suddenly, the picture of his sister Chloe that hung on the wall talked. "Why didn't you go to Marley's party? It should be great." Scrooge jumped and turned around to look at the portrait. It couldn't be. "Chloe, I must be too tired after all the work." Still trembling, he turned around and lied onto the bed. "I've missed you, brother, and I'm here to warn you, Scrooge," her portrait said. You are Chloe?" stammered Scrooge. "Of course I am. Stop wasting time," the portrait said. "I missed you so much. I can't believe I can talk to you," said Scrooge. "I can't believe how much you've changed after I died. Listen carefully. There will be 3 ghosts visiting you tonight. The first one will come here at 12 o'clock. The second one will come at 12:30. The last ghost will come at 1 o'clock. I hope they can bring back the old you. Goodbye." Before Scrooge can say anything, the portrait of Chloe turned normal again. Scrooge had been lying on his bed for hours, staring at the ceiling and wondering, is it true that the 3 ghosts will show up, or is it just his imagination? He looked at his pocket watch, which showed that it was now 12:15. Scrooge sighed in relief, but then gasped as a shining kid with long golden hair flew into his room through the ceiling, panting. The little girl said breathlessly, Sorry, Mr. Scrooge. I was eating my Christmas dinner just now." "You are the first ghost?" asked Scrooge, trying to sound brave. "Yes, I am the ghost of the past. I'm here to show you the Christmas last year." The first ghost replied, "Let's go. We haven't got much time." In a blink of an eye, Scrooge was watching himself walking in the street. Everyone that passed greeted Scrooge joyfully. "Do you remember here?" asked the first ghost. "Of course I can remember here. I can walk here even with my eyes shut," Scrooge replied. With a flash of light, he was inside the school he went when he was small, and saw himself singing carols at the school choir with other children. Tears dropped from Scrooge's eyes while he watched himself singing with a wild smile on his face. He looked around and saw his sister Chloe. He shouted thankfully to her, but she didn't seem to hear him. "She can't see you or hear you, silly. This is just an imagination, and it's not even real." "Well, it's time for me to go, Scrooge. The next ghost will show up in your garden. Merry Christmas!" The small ghost flew out of the ceiling, and Scrooge found himself on his bed, tears still running down his face.